Once, in a distant land surrounded by towering mountains and shimmering lakes, there was a vast forest where animals of all kinds lived together. It was a place of beauty, but also one of quiet rivalries. Each animal believed their unique qualities made them the most important in the forest. The lion, with its mighty roar, claimed, "I am the king of the forest. My strength and courage keep us safe." The eagle, soaring high above, countered, "I am the eyes of the forest. My vision is unparalleled, and I see dangers long before they arrive." The rabbit, quick and nimble, said, "Without my speed and cleverness, predators would overwhelm us all." Even the tiny firefly chimed in, glowing softly, "My light brightens the darkest nights, keeping fear away." In this chorus of self-importance, a tortoise who lived near the edge of the forest remained silent. Known for its slow pace and simple life, the tortoise was often overlooked, sometimes even mocked. One day, the forest began to face an unprecedented challenge. The sun, which had always nourished the land, grew harsher. Days stretched into weeks without rain, and the streams that once gushed with clear water turned into dry beds of cracked earth. The trees, once lush and green, began to wilt. The animals convened under the ancient oak tree, their meeting place for times of crisis. The lion roared, "We must act. The forest cannot survive without water. We need a plan." The eagle suggested flying high to search for water sources beyond the mountains. The rabbit proposed digging tunnels to find underground springs. Each animal presented their ideas, but none seemed to solve the immediate problem. Finally, the owl, the wisest of the forest's inhabitants, spoke. "There is a legend," the owl began, its voice calm and deliberate, "of a hidden spring that flows eternally with pure, life-giving water. It lies deep within the cavern of echoes, far beyond the forest. But the journey is treacherous, and the path is unknown." The animals exchanged uneasy glances. The lion, though strong, knew it could not navigate the cavern's tight spaces. The eagle, despite its sharp vision, would struggle in the darkness of the cave. The rabbit, while quick, feared the unknown dangers that might lurk within. Amidst the silence, the tortoise spoke up. "I will go," it said, its voice steady but soft. The animals burst into laughter. "You," the lion scoffed. "You can barely cross the forest in a day." The eagle added, "This journey requires speed and strength, neither of which you have." But the owl raised a wing to quiet them. "Let the tortoise try. Sometimes, success comes not from strength or speed, but from determination and wisdom." The tortoise prepared for the journey, carrying nothing but its shell and a steadfast resolve. As it set off, the other animals watched with doubt, certain the tortoise would fail. The path to the cavern of echoes was arduous. The tortoise had to cross scorching plains, climb rocky hills, and navigate through thick, thorny underbrush. Along the way, it encountered many challenges: a fierce storm, a steep cliff, and even a snake blocking the trail. Each time, the tortoise faced the obstacle with patience and ingenuity. At the cliff, where others might have leapt or flown, the tortoise carefully found footholds and climbed slowly but surely. When the snake hissed threateningly, the tortoise retreated into its shell, waiting until the snake lost interest and slithered away. After many days and nights, the tortoise finally reached the cavern of echoes. The entrance was dark and foreboding, with eerie sounds echoing from within. Undeterred, the tortoise ventured inside, using its keen sense of touch to navigate the labyrinthine passages. At last, it found the legendary spring, a pool of crystal-clear water surrounded by glowing moss. The sight was breathtaking, and the air was cool and refreshing. The tortoise filled its shell with as much water as it could carry and began the journey back. The return was no easier than the journey to the cavern, but the tortoise pressed on. When it finally emerged from the forest's edge, weeks had passed, and the animals were on the brink of despair. Seeing the tortoise, they rushed forward, astonished and relieved. The tortoise poured the water onto the parched ground, and the forest seemed to sigh with relief as the earth absorbed the life-giving liquid. The owl wisely instructed the animals to ration the water while they worked together to find long-term solutions. Humbled and grateful, the animals gathered around the tortoise. The lion bowed its head and said, "We were wrong to doubt you. Your determination and perseverance have saved us all." The eagle added, "You may not be fast or strong, but your courage and wisdom surpass us all." From that day forward, the animals of the forest no longer argued about who was the most important. They learned to value each other's unique abilities, understanding that every creature, no matter how small or slow, had a role to play in their shared world. The tortoise, content and unassuming, returned to its quiet life by the forest's edge, carrying with it the respect and admiration of all who lived there.